Hey, morning. Welcome to today's video. Let's go run a little bit first. All right, actually, before I start running, before we get into this, tell me, what do you think of? I know yesterday we kind of started this. We talked about discipline and whatnot. So what do you think of, like, with the word discipline? And discipline not in the terms of like punishment, like you got in trouble discipline, but discipline as in like you gotta discipline yourself, you gotta be disciplined, you know, that kind of thing. Like what comes to your mind? Pause the video if you have to. Think about that. Like, close your eyes if you have to. What do you think of? Do you think of like an athlete training? Do you think of like a pro video game, your favorite, like Ninja, like playing video games 14 hours a day? Like what is your thought? You think of like Paul talking about like discipline himself, you know, to run the race? What are your thoughts? Hey, okay. Part 2, discipline. It's funny that today is the day I really get into the discipline talk, when I really had to use it today. So I started this whole workout thing a little over a week ago. So today's Tuesday. I started last Monday. Now, I should say when I started, I've been walking, I've been getting out and doing stuff with my wife and whatnot. So that's been going on longer. But it was last Monday, so a week and 1 day now, when I decided, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. I'm not just gonna walk and just come out here, spend all this time, spend about 50 minutes just walking leisurely like grandpa in the park. If I'm gonna get out here and do this, it's about to get cold. You know, I should actually make this count for something. And that's when that all started. So, today I woke up, you know, I'm not saying like I woke up every morning with like music in my ears, like it's a beautiful day, right? It took some effort. I was getting up at 3:30, and just getting to the gym, getting home, getting some stuff done, waiting for my wife to get up and then head out at 6. Well, today I woke up, today I moved it. I said, you know what? 3:30, I want to move it to 3 because I get to the gym before most people, but then halfway through my workout, everyone starts showing up, all the 5 o'clockers. And I'm like, I want to get done. I want to get there. I want to be the first one in the gym. Guess who was the first one in the gym today? Me. So I got up at 3. I also said I want to get out of the house quicker. I take too long just getting ready, right? It doesn't take that long to throw in some shorts and some shoes, grab your water, get out the house, get prepared the day before. So last night, I got my water ready, got my clothes together so I didn't have to go looking for them. I was ready to go. So I get to the gym. It's like 3:30, right? I'm at the gym. I'm the only one there. So I'm working out, but I didn't want to. Sorry, let me back up a little. I woke up this morning. It was the first day that I really was hearing that voice saying, man, go back to bed. You're gonna overdo it. You're gonna get yourself sick. Go back to bed, take the day off. And I was sitting there at the edge of my bed and I'm like, oh man, this voice is telling me to go back to bed, not to go out and crush this day and get this stuff going. So I said, you know what? All right, voice, you win. I'll go back to bed. So the voice is like, yeah, he's going back to bed. I said, after I go to the gym. It's like, what? So I got up, I got dressed, got my shoes on, got my water, got out of the house an hour before, earlier than the day before. So yesterday, I'm leaving my house for the gym at 4:30. Today, I'm leaving the house for the gym at 3:30. I'm driving to the gym, I'm falling asleep. Literally like nodding off, right? I'm like, oh man. So I hear that, like, basically like that weakness talking, like, oh, you know what? You gotta go to sleep. You can't do this, you know? You're going to fall asleep during work. I'm like, I've been falling asleep at work every day since I started this. What is that gonna change anything? I just have to get up and do stuff. So I'm like, all right, don't go easy on the workout. Do your workout, then you can go home and sleep. You have a little bit of time before your wife wakes up. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to overdo it. So I I do my workout. It's leg day, which most people hate. I actually like leg day. I think it's way easier than arms. So I work out, I head home, fall asleep. At one point, I had to stop at a red light. Sorry I keep switching the camera so much. I need to get my little tripod thing, selfie tripod thing, because my arms are tired from working out this week, and I've done a bunch of push-ups, about ready to finish 100 push-ups for this morning. My arms are tired, so I have to keep switching it. They're like half dead. So I do my workout, I go home, stop at a stoplight. I think I nodded off. I think I'm gonna fall asleep. So I come home, and what I was gonna do, my plan was to start, because I've been trying different things, and what I was doing wasn't working. I was, I'm gonna start working on my story. I'm writing a book, so I'll work on my story. Well, like a genius, I left my laptop at home. I forgot about the writing. I was thinking like, oh, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna, all my work I have to do, I gotta record some podcast episodes and do some organizational stuff. I don't need it. Well, I forgot about the writing. So I'm like, look, I need to be strategic about this. I'm going to go out and run. Even though that weak voice is saying, don't go out and run. You already went to the gym, skip it. So I said, okay, what I'm gonna do, because I am feeling like my body is a little run down. So, because we had a very busy weekend. I'm like, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to sleep. So I get home at this point, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. I'll get like an hour's rest, right? And then I'm gonna get up and I'm going to go run. And again, knowing that I was all tired, and so what I did is, instead of saying, you know what, I shouldn't run today because I'm kind of worn down, I said, you know what, I'm still gonna run. I'll just run a little bit less. So I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna attack it, and first thing I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna do a warm-up lap. I'm just gonna hit a 50. So I came out here, boom, one lap, 25, drop down, 30 push-ups, up, boom. Second lap, 25, back, drop down, push-ups, and then now here we are. So this is like, I'm saying, this is like, with discipline, this is like my new off day, my new weekday. So week as in not like during the week. So what would have happened before is, if I was getting up, I'm like, oh, I'm too tired, I'm gonna go back to bed. Oh, I don't want to. But because I've been working on using discipline, like I talked about yesterday, to develop not just my body, but also that mental toughness, right? So today I was able to, on an off day, on a weekday, that I would have normally just gone back to sleep and done nothing and had an excuse if I wasn't feeling good. I still got up half hour earlier than normal, attacked the gym, got that done, came out here, ran a 50. As soon as I'm done with you guys, I drop down, finish up my last 20 push-ups, and I'll have 100 push-ups done. So now, instead of sleeping in until 7:30, getting up at 8 and doing my day and going, I kind of missed it today, but it's okay. I needed some rest. So now I'm sitting here on the scoreboard, and I've got up half hour early, workout. I'm gonna have 100 push-ups. I got my run in. It's all good. And I'm sitting here. I came out today. It was 48 degrees. The temperature dropped. I wanted to turn around and go home. So what I did is I said, you know what, self, I'll make you a deal. You keep walking in this 48 degrees. You keep pushing. You can take a warm shower when you go home instead of a cold one. I'm like, really? It's like, before your cold shower. So that's why I was like, yes, I can. I'm gonna keep pushing myself, right? And I know that, like, yeah, I'll get better at it and whatnot, but like this idea of discipline, this wasn't like my willpower. I didn't just will myself to get out here and do all this today. It was from the discipline that I've built up. I'm gonna switch directions because there's some guys stretching over there and I don't want to disrupt them. And this way we can say hi to Brandy. That I've built up over the last couple weeks. First of some, changing some mind stuff, and then actually getting out here and doing it in the gym. Want to say hi? Where are you? There you are. So yeah. Oh, and my original story that I wanted to tell is, so on Sunday, so other than youth, I also do media at our church. I'm over the media department, and I have a couple of directors who are over the different media teams. So my live stream team, I got together with my live stream director and we talked about a few things a few changes we wanted to do in the media team or in the live stream team to add a little bit of discipline, right? And so we called a meeting together. We had an 8 o'clock meeting on Sunday, got them together, and we're like, look, here's a few things we're gonna do differently. So we talked about, uniform. We're gonna have black jeans. Don't come rolling up in here, in your shorts or in your pajamas. Like, we're representing the team. Come have a pair of black jeans. We're gonna get you some nice black shirts that have the church logo on the front and say media on the back. We're gonna be looking good. We talked about a couple different things. They're all just discipline related, and we kind of rolled that out, right? So it'll be interesting to see, because we mostly have junior hires and high schoolers on this team, and so you could tell there was even some questions about, like, well, why? Like, why are we doing that? What's the point? What's the reason? And so, like, look, okay, there's a couple reasons. So we explained it. We're like, one, there's a practical reason with the black outfit, right? Is because it looks a lot nicer. That's like a standard in production. And it looks a lot nicer. So when people come in and they see you sitting up behind a camera, instead of, in your pajamas, we'll go with, you're in, black jeans, black shirt, church logo, says media. If you're like having to push by someone, not literally push, but sometimes you gotta get somewhere to get something done. You gotta fix the camera or something, and people may think you're rude. Like, this person didn't even say hi. They're like in such a hurry. What's wrong with them? Well, they see the media team on the back. They're like, oh, well, yeah, they're busy. They're not being rude. They're being efficient. So it helps all that. Plus, it's like, if we need you up changing cameras in the front row or on the stage or something, it's like camouflage, right? Like, we have a black stage. If our lights are down and you're up setting up props or something for pastor or changing a camera, you're much more invisible than if you're in a pair of shorts and you got your white little legs, reflecting all the light back, or you've got your bright yellow, joggers or something that you're wearing. So there's a practical reason, but like on top of it, even more important is the discipline aspect. And since some of them have jobs, and some of them want jobs, we're able to talk about that. And that's actually what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So this is, I'm not going to say it's a part 3, but tomorrow we're going to talk about the competitive edge and how discipline and work ethic and going the extra mile will give you that competitive edge. So for all of you out there who want a job or have a job and don't want to just, make fries for the rest of their life, but want to be able to manage the people making fries or manage the entire store, tomorrow's the episode for you guys. All right, get out there, make sure you get your devotions in. I need a catchphrase. All I can think of is "be hard." That's David Goggins. So, all right, I'll use the podcast one. Have a blessed day. See you guys tomorrow. Just for the record, I got my push-ups in. 100 push-ups. Check that goal. 100 push-ups a day. Check that one off the list. See you tomorrow.